to get our story, to get our narrative across. We don't have the money that the zoo has. You all know that. We don't have anybody sponsoring us. We don't have money coming in from anywhere. Only the contributions that we make ourselves. And we are competing against oil companies operating in the zoo that prefer the very corrupt climate of the zoological republic called Nigeria to having Biafra. You must understand this very well. And you should also consider this very fact that Royal Dutch Shell, their turnover is greater than the zoological republic. The turnover of Shell in a year is greater than the entire budget of Nigeria as a country. They don't want Biafra either. Some have said to me, why don't you offer them oil and do this? I've also replied to them that they are not interested in that. They want Alemajiri, Awasa, not Awasa, please, I apologize to Awasa people. They want the Fulani, very illiterate Fulani Caliphate to continue. A regime of mediocrity, a reign of ignorance and backwardness, because doing business under such climate is far more lucrative than paying the correct amount of royalties and taxes due to any government. You must understand this. We are not just fighting the zoo, we are fighting very powerful forces all around the world against the emergence of Biafra. Some of you don't understand this, so I think it is imperative that I take time out to explain this to you this evening, so you begin to appreciate the enormity of the task ahead of us, all of us together. And we are making tremendous headway. But I don't want to count my chickens before they are hatched. We want to be able to pursue this to its logical conclusion. And if you understand who your enemies are, you better formulate a strategy to combat and to overwhelm them. And that's exactly what we are doing. The zoo. There are some friends we have in the USA. The first time, my penultimate trip to America, I met our friends in the USA, that's what I would call them, our consultants. I had a meeting with them. Somebody saw us, a zoo person saw us in DC, Washington, DC, and told Aso Rock. The next 48 hours, the vice president of the zoo, Osibajo, contacted these very people who are working for us and offered to pay them 20 times what IPOB is paying them to work for us. What I'm telling you is all confirmed. Yemi Osibajo, if you know him, the vice